probably be impossible to collect all of them and make and like put harsh regulations on it. But in my ears, in my mind, that doesn't really make sense, because is that, or can that really be a reason to not regulate it? That it's impossible to.
Yeah, and that's not my reason, I would say, either. I'm just saying that is one reason why it's not possible. Because, I mean, well, think about it this way. The reason why I say that is, if you have a bunch of people with guns that want to own, they own them for a reason, because they want them.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to give them up easily? You know, and even like the police, like, who would be tasked with collecting these guns? Would the military be called? I'll tell you, I worked for the military for 10 years. I know the people that are in there. Most of them are Second Amendment gun lovers that would never kill another American to take away their freedoms. And also those police. I would say a good three-fourths of American police forces would not go house to house to collect weapons, even if their bosses and the states and the governors demanded it. They would say, nah, not doing that, because guess what? They're going to get shot. If that mandate ever happened, they become an enemy of what I would consider free people of America that would like to own their weapons. And that's how civil wars start. Just because we own guns right now, there's not a civil war. There's not. But if the government tried anything that the people weren't happy with, I am so happy my fellow man has the ability to stand up to actual tyranny that we see happen in other countries. I mean, I don't know if you follow what happens in like China right now.
Not very much.
Their people are at the whim of the government. That they have to do what the government says. The military will push whatever mandates they have, and that's just life. And that's not a life that I want. That's not.
Yeah. What I get from what you're saying is that it's a lot about independency and independent freedom. And yes. I definitely do understand that that taking away the right to bear arms would infringe on your freedom. I can understand that. I mean,
it's more of a slippery slope. So the fact of them infringing isn't necessarily the principle of the thing. The principle of the thing is, okay, yeah, they make this law. We turn in our guns. You know, we're working for a better society. You know, some of the worst things in history have happened with the best of intentions. And, you know, you can try to live in this bubble of, oh, no, if we all just turn in our weapons and let's stop making bombs, you know, we can maybe not bomb each other. But what you're not taking, not you, but what people don't take into account is human nature. There will always be greed, and there will always be people that want to be in power. Now, if you want to be in power and you're in charge of the only force that has weapons or authority, that will be abused. Power corrupts, absolutely. Yeah. And it always does. And you can see that in history. It's happened in so many countries. And when the people have no way to defend themselves, they can just be trampled on. And I don't, and when it comes to gun rights and stuff, I don't even believe in this just for Americans at all. I've kind of recently come to the conclusion that the Constitution, even though it's great and it had well intended and it's facilitated a lot of freedoms a lot of other countries don't have, it's also still just a piece of paper. And my thing is, it's the ideology for individual freedom and individual right to pursue happiness without being told what to do, where to go, what you can and can't do within reason. And I want that for everyone. I mean, you see these countries in Africa that just get oppressed and trampled on, and their government just treats them like crap. It's not right. You know, I feel like they need to, you know, Africa's a messed up, you know, situation in its own right, but it's a slippery slope. When you take away the guns, the government can slowly make life miserable for everybody, you know, unless they're put in check.